Welcome back. In this section, we are going to talk about circles. So when we are talking about circles, we have a radius. The radius is, we talked about this in the last section, it's the center of the circle all the way to the side. The diameter is double the radius. It goes from one side to the other all the way through the center of the circle. It's the longest length in a circle. And then we have the circumference, which is the length around the circle. If we wrapped a string around the circle, that string would be the length of pi times d, pi times the diameter, or 2 pi r, which is the more common formula. So let's go ahead and calculate some circumferences. So we have two formulas. We have pi times d and 2 pi r. So C equals, we have the diameter right here, so let's just use pi times d. What is pi times 9? Does our calculator have pi on it? It does. It's right here. So 9 times pi equals about 28.27. You will definitely be having to round your answers. Make sure you are paying attention in your homework to where you have to round your answer to. Add our unit to the end. It's a length, so we don't have to square it. It's just 28.27 inches. Oh, it says round to the nearest tenth. Oh, your teacher is not following the rules. So this means we are actually going to round it to 28.3 inches. Not that one. All right, rounding to the nearest tenth. Our circumference equals 2 pi r. R is 3 this time, which is approximately, calculator, 2 times 3 times pi equals 18.8. Go ahead, pause the video, try your hand at problem 21. Make sure you're understanding how to calculate and round the circumference of a circle. All right, welcome back. Now we are going to talk about the area of the circle. And our area of the circle, we're just going to be talking about in terms of the radius. So our area equals pi r squared. You've probably heard that before, so we'll work with that some more here. Find the area of each circle, round to the nearest tenth. You don't have to worry about 2 or 3 significant figures. We'll go with the nearest tenth. So area equals pi r squared. So what's pi times 9? We calculated that earlier, but I don't remember. 28.3. And this time it's centimeters squared because we're talking about the area of a circle. All right, let's look at the next one. Now we have a diameter. So we want it in terms of radius. The radius is half the diameter, so the radius is going to be 7. So we'll have A equals pi times 7 squared, which equals, let's see what our calculator says, 49 times pi, 153.9. Inches squared. There will be times where you might have a fraction of a circle. Calculate the area. Well, they didn't give us anything to calculate here. Let's say that the radius is 5. Now we have something to calculate. We'll call it 5 units. So the area of the whole circle is pi r squared, but we only have 1/4 of the circle. So we're going to have to divide our answer by 4. So let's see what we get. 25 times pi divided by 4, we get 19.6 units squared. So even if they don't give you a unit, you would still say units squared. At this point, you can work on problem 23, and we'll come back and talk about composite figures in our next video.